This is the Ring of Honor, a.k.a. Shane T, boy, the baddest champion you ever seen, boy.
This is Mr. Anderson.
This is good old JR Jim Ross, and you are listening.
You're listening to Knockouts and 3 Counts.
Cover! We got the world champion!
That might be one of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen in my life.
Knockouts and 3 Counts is the podcast, baby! It's the real deal, baby!
Knockouts and 3 Counts starts now.
What up, though? It is another Thursday. This is Knockouts and 3 Counts, and it's not only fight week, it's Rumble week. I'm bummed that I'm not in Indy right now, but man, do we got a lot of stuff going on, and Rumble is one of the best things of the year. So, I had to bring in a little bit of help because J-Bone is busy taking care of anniversary things, so I can't really fault the man for that. So he's a little preoccupied. But with that said, I have called in the homies from Potters of Destiny, our guys Ant and Ken. How y'all motherfuckers doing? Headed up to the Rumble.
Man, what's going
excited.
on?
Let's go.
Very excited.
I haven't looked forward to a Rumble like this in years, so I'm excited to see what happens.
It's the most star-studded Rumble it's been in a while. I'll say that much.
Put the words up my goddamn mouth. Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, man. It's with all the people that are in it this time, man, it's definitely making up into one of those years where it's just like you generally don't know who the hell is gonna win this one. Like I could give you a compelling reason for at least 3 or 4 people in each of those matches why they should win or why I think they could win. So anytime you have that, I love it because then you truly don't know who's getting in there. Shout out to everybody that's joining the stream, whether that's on Body Slam or Knockouts and 3 Counts. We're getting into the Royal Rumble. Let us know who some of your picks are. But Ken, I can't be there this time because I'm a little preoccupied. We are going to be on commentary on Saturday night for the first event for Legends of Combat. That'll have the main event of last week's Tuesday's guest, Chase Keebler versus UFC vet Colin Anglin in the main event at the Hype Athletics Center in Wayne, Michigan. That'll be available for you on Spectation Sports for all of our fight fans. But y'all are keeping the parties going. Let them know what's going down this weekend with the Royal Rumble at DraftKings.
Well, bring your asses to DraftKings Sports and Social in Troy, Michigan. It's behind Somerset South in the parking lot. You'll see it. It's going around that corner. It's right there. I promise you. Like I said, since the Rumble starts at 6, we got the flyers out there that says be there at 5:30. Prior to that, we are recording a live podcast of Potters of Destiny as well. So if you want to pull up, get on the mic for a second, feel free. Free entry. You got a special happy hour menu that's just for us. It ain't for the restaurant. It's just for us. And from the last time we went out there, everybody was like happy. Like a lot of people said they ate and drank for good and spent $20. I know I did.
Yeah. They took good care of everybody there.
We should have a personal waitress that I secured last time. Everybody thank me in advance.
She is confirmed. She's definitely confirmed.
Yeah. she was great, but she did fail to mention to me that the happy hour thing was going on. So until like halfway through the night, so I had ordered off the big boy menu, spent me like $20 on entree, and then realized real quick that I should have looked a little more because I had that paper stuck underneath the list saying all the $4 food and all the $6. For anybody who hasn't been out, it really was for the happy hour menu and stuff like that. I mean, even if you're just looking to go have some drinks, they had some really good prices on there. Go hang out with the boys. It was a good time. I don't know if you guys are doing another belt giveaway like you were last time.
Oh, no, we are definitely doing another one.
It was a good time though, for sure. I mean, go on, but it was definitely a good time.
Yeah, we giving away a Big Eagle belt this Saturday. This one's gonna actually be there. So
it's not en route this time. It's actually you'll be there, so you'll go home with it same day.
Yeah, you go home with it that same goddamn day. Yep. So
we're also doing $100 giveaways based off, if your number is the winning entrant of the Royal Rumble for the men's and women's Rumble. So potentially someone could leave with a belt and $200.
This son of a bitch This son of a
Big
bitch has
payout.
still got a belt that he took from me and then retained
True
it.
that
And
shit.
this guy doesn't even fucking watch
That's
wrestling.
that's
like
money
that.
on my wall right there. That's what that's money.
Of all people could have won, this son of a bitch wins not once but twice.
Defending champ, baby.
Say the champ.
Yeah, so says the guy. Here's a little backstory. Corey doesn't bet on anything, not sports,
Yeah.
not nothing. Yet his ass wins not once but twice. So yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, fuck all that. Start putting in parlays for me or something. But
I feel crazy that I'm gonna have to give it away, man. That's the only reason why it ain't a 3-time defending champ is because I gotta. I'm gonna be like Kyle mentioned. I'm on the commentary this weekend with him on the fight, so I'm not gonna be able to be in attendance to defend the belt for a potential 3rd time. So we'll see who walks away with it out of the J Bone watch party. But it's been cool. It's been cool holding on. I'm gonna have to find something sweet to replace it on the wall. That's for sure. I don't know what's coming, but there'll be something.
yeah, fuck that. But with that being said, I have been pretty busy. For those of you guys who are paying attention to our social media, shout out to Salita Promotions and All the Smoke Promotions and Clarissa Shields for having us out. I was out at Flint City Hall today doing a press conference for her fight this Sunday in Flint, Michigan at the Dort Financial Center. She's going to be taking on Danielle Perkins in the main event for the first ever undisputed heavyweight championship. And I learned today at the press conference that if Clarissa is able to win and become the undisputed champion, whoever wins, whether it's her or Danielle, they're going to be the first American-born undisputed heavyweight champion since Riddick Bowe.
Oh,
wow.
Blast
I did not know all that.
God damn.
I had to sit and think about it, and I'm like, damn, that means that's been as long as that means we haven't had a champ that's been a U.S. undisputed heavyweight champ since I've been alive.
Yeah.
Riddick Bowe. Riddick
It was 92.
Yeah, I was going to say, the early 90s, yeah.
It was 92.
Yeah, because I remember watching Riddick Bowe fights when I was a kid.
Yeah. I remember when he beat Tyson, which was fucking insane. But
yeah, man, it was it got a little testy there at the press conference today. The big boys got into it. We almost had a DC and John Jones moment. They about took out the whole setup and the trees and knocked the speaker over, and yeah, it was two big ass dudes that I wasn't trying to get in the middle of, but I knew things went south when I heard, oh, but you beat a 2-7. But how about your 2-7? When you start talking about people's records and trying to say people's fights aren't legit, it usually things turn bad. So I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. Clarissa and Danielle were pretty much cordial and everything like that. They already knew each other from the amateurs. I will say this though, man, Danielle Perkins is big. I just mean tall. Like if she can use her range well, Clarissa's gonna have to be able to bob and weave and stick and move to make her way in there because man. I mean, obviously you see the pictures and all that stuff, but she's a big lady.
There in person is just crazy.
Yeah, but I think Clarissa in person, and to see somebody towering over her like that, I'm like, oh, that's a big girl.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I say, I mean, and the thing is, Clarissa brought it up herself in the press conference, bro. Like she said that, like a lot of people have been avoiding Danielle Perkins. They don't want to fight Danielle Perkins. This is why Danielle Perkins is only 6-0. So. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. Clarissa was honest with it, said she thinks that she could, make the most mistakes that she's made in a fight, but she said she said that she wants to, she wanted to challenge herself. So, hey, I see it.
So I got a prediction. Because this whole Clarissa Layla Ali thing and then came back up. If Clarissa wins on Saturday, that's the next fight.
Do you think so? But how old is Layla Ali now?
It's Layla Ali, though. You don't think that's going to sell?
I'm not saying it ain't going to sell, but I mean...
That's all that matters.
Can she still go, though, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm sure she have to... Sure, it have to be a lengthy little training camp, but I just feel like because at this point,
I
Clarissa
mean,
wins.
if she
What
could
else is
come in
there
and
to do?
fight like Layla Ali, then yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
But if it's
But I'm
a
just saying,
shell
like,
of Layla
if
Ali,
Clarissa
I do not
wins,
want to see her get beat up.
like I said, if Clarissa wins, what else is there for her to do?
That's what I was gonna get to. Even if it isn't that direction,
She's
I
got
mean,
MMA still.
yeah, that's
I mean,
that's
but
what
yeah, but okay,
I'm really
yeah,
curious.
MMA, but
What
she's
her
not gonna.
next step
Clarissa's
is.
not gonna get in UFC. She's still doing what? Was it PFP? What is it?
PFL, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still doing PFL, so it's not like she's about to. Unless Dana White's gonna come calling.
I mean, PFL's on
she's-
ESPN.
She's still young enough in her MMA days where she needs a couple more fights under her belt too before
Yeah,
she
that's what I'm
Her
starts
saying.
to
being
push
in
herself.
PFL is a
Yeah.
good thing for her, but I'm
Yeah,
saying that's
but-
about the only thing she could really do right now.
What-
if
Yeah,
she
but boxing
wins this
wise,
fight.
like I said, if she wins on Saturday, boxing
Unless
wise,
she goes down to fight Alicia Baumgartner.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
but I don't think that's a
I
good
think
fight
the real
because
move
she's too
for
big
her,
for Alicia. And I love Alicia, but I don't.
Yeah.
She don't want that smoke.
the real
Not
move
for
for her though
Not for
is
real.
to jump down. I think get back down and to get those belts back. I know she had them in the past, but realistically, she's already kind of cleared out heavyweight. I mean, I know she's just now getting to the lineal side of it and everything. But that being said, women's heavyweight's not very packed and
Yeah.
dense with
No,
names and stuff.
and
so
that's why I'm.
realistically, I think this was a good move for her career to get up to say that she was the undisputed women's heavyweight champ. And now, once she turns that page, I think it's immediately come back down and start trying to work her way either back into the belt situation or whether that be an immediate or just a big fight, one or the other, move back down weight.
Yeah, either way,
I'm looking forward to checking that out. Shout out to Salida Promotions and all the Smoke Promotions for having us. I'll be at the open workout tomorrow, so we're gonna see how these ladies crack them pads right quick. And shout out to last week's guest. I linked up with Sammy the Heat Worthington, man. Photobombed her picture without even trying, and I was across the way. And then shout out to her husband, man. Oh my god, he got all the lights he could get, so I look like I'm just like ah! So you know what I mean? But yeah, it was cool to see her and some of the other women that are going to be on that card. That was another thing that I liked out of the press conference was her talking about how she tried to get so many of the women on the card and a lot of Flint fighters onto the card. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you guys are in the Michigan area, check it out this Sunday. Ken Ant, roll your ass to Flint. But before we get to that, we got to talk about the reason we're here, and that's to talk about the Royal Rumble. For those of you guys who are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you can check out all of my coverage from last year's Royal Rumble, getting to interview Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler and all of them, and getting to check that out with the homies Megaran. Shout out to Megaran at the Grammys and shit. But with that said, how are y'all feeling about the Royal Rumble, bro?
Excited.
This is going to be an interesting one. A very, very interesting one.
Yeah, because I literally legit.
No
There's
clue who's
not
going
a
to win.
clear. It's not a clear. Either Rumble is not a clear person that's going to win it. Honestly,
Yeah.
It's
And
wide
it's one of the
open.
most star-studded ones. Like as far as big names that are in there,
and
you
big
always
names and big names that can show love.
that too.
I got a quick question on that front. How you guys talk about how there's so many potential winners and stuff like that. Like I said, leading in, I'm gonna jump in where I feel like I fit in. This being one of those moments. Do you guys like the fact that there's so many potential wild cards thrown
Hell
in
yeah.
the hat, or would you
Yeah.
rather it be like how it's been the last couple years with like the Cody Rhodes thing, where it's like you there's this like expected winner, but then is he going to be able to pull it off, and then who's like going to be able to upset it type of thing, or would you much rather it just be the wild
I'm here
card
for
type of-
chaos.
Yeah.
I'm here for anarchy.
Here's my thing right here. It is rare to be like surprised in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
And just this is feeling like it's about to be a big surprise. We keep thinking it's one thing, and it could be something completely different. There's something could happen left field from this shit that'll just shock us all. We just don't know right now.
And I couldn't agree more. Like that's to me, that's when it's at its best, especially for a match like this. Because then you're generally looking at, okay, who's going to get what spot and who's going to come out when they come out. And you know what I mean? Like
that's why I was wondering, because it could be like I say, it could be like you guys have so much faith in it, and then the floor falls out from under you type of thing. it could have fell in either direction with that one. That's why I was curious.
That's always an option when it comes to the Rumble, but man, like for me as a fan, I love when there's a lot of different options because then you're generally watching just to see what happens because you're like,
there's always it could be any of the 30 right at any given point.
Yeah,
100%.
because there's no like clear storylines that point to somebody needs to win the Rumble with the continuous storyline. There's so many big storylines, but they're all going so many different places, and the Rumble is just there.
Yep.
And don't forget, there's no world heavyweight title match on this show. So that pretty much means there's going to be at least one of the world titles is going to be kind of like out in the open. Now, that could mean that's the one that gets decided in the Elimination Chamber, which is usually how that works. But like,
there you go.
I'm just saying, like, it makes for interesting stuff. So with that said, let's start ladies first, man. Do you guys want to go winners first, or do you want to talk about surprises, or how do you want to do it? Or do you want each person to just go and make their picks?
I mean, we go surprises, then winner.
Yeah, the winner. We already know this. The obvious. It's very fucking obvious who the winner going to be.
I don't know.
Okay, so if you're so sure, Mr. Hot Shit, then who's it going to be?
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I can't argue with that one because that's where I was going to be honest.
Charlotte Flair, man, like it's made to happen. It's made to happen. Like the promo, I mean, like not the promo, the vignettes and everything. It's right there. It's gonna happen, man. And like you got that match right there with her versus Tiffany Stratton.
That's gonna be money. All right,
but that's my logic. But that's my logic of why I think it's not gonna happen. Because if this Triple H regime has shown us plenty of times, well, it looks fucking obvious. They pulled that fucking rug at the last fucking minute.
Mm-hmm.
They've adapted to that shit well. Oh, you bitches think it's this? Psych.
Well, I mean,
what do you think it's gonna be, man?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's open. Like I think it's saying Charlotte is a safe bet, and I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. It's just I don't see. I'm going against like we were betting. I'm taking the field. I'm not taking Charlotte. I'm taking the field.
Keep in mind, neither of the women's championships have individual matches on this either.
Yeah.
So that leaves the women's division completely wide open for somebody to go for if they win.
Like I really feel like this could be some underdog shit. Like in the women's rumble, I feel like some underdog shit can really happen. I feel like it really could be like this is a name I'm gonna throw out there. Don't hold me to it.
No, man,
don't hold me to it.
That's something I want to say too. Go ahead.
But like some underdog shit, like say a little young Jim they've been sitting on for 2 years. That's kind of been NXT way too fucking long. But because they didn't really have shit to do
you thinking Roxanne? Okay.
Like I'm just saying.
You think she wins?
Yes, like something like that could happen because I think it's some underdog shit that's coming.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Roxanne is next up and is going to the main roster like real soon.
Or
like,
if she doesn't win it, she's going to be in it to be like a Final Four kind of person.
I think she'll have a good run in there. But what were you
like
saying?
Like I said, she'll make it to the Final Four.
I'll say this since you talking underdog. How about they just like have the person they just signed be the winner?
Which one?
Jordan Grace.
I wouldn't.
No, I don't know because she upped that flight itinerary that she's going to be.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But that was something I have in my head too until that came out recently.
Okay.
But how do you know that she didn't just put that shit out to try to throw people off the sit?
I mean, that could be too, but she don't strike me as a troll.
She don't strike me as a troll. I think Charlotte wins, but I definitely think that we're going to see a lot of people, like you said, like a Roxanne Perez from NXT that'll come up and have a good showing. I think you could maybe see like the NXT champion Julia and some of them show up.
I think Masha's probably going to show up.
I think you could definitely see that. I think that would be great. As far as surprises, I 110% think that we're going to get Jordan Grace in the Rumble. As far as who wins, though, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Charlotte. Like that's who my guts got. But what I like about the women's Rumble this time, though, is that there is so much room for them to bring people in. Like, I think Nikki Bella is going to be in there. I think, shit, man. I think you could see AJ Lee in there.
I was just about to say AJ Lee.
I could see her in there. I could see, wow, StreamYard's giving me a thumbs up too. That must have been a good one. I just think Victoria could be one that we'd see in there because they just showed her on TV recently.
Arguing with Kevin Owens as usual.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kevin Owens seems to argue with a lot of people lately, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, man, as far as who I picked to win, it's Charlotte, but I think the women's Rumble is going to have a lot more like surprises in it than maybe the men's will.
Yeah, I think
because it's so star-studded in the men's one. I feel like
there's be more. This is probably gonna be the most NXT seasoned Rumble ever. Because with the amount of heat they send in NXT, they gotta like try to get them in front of a bigger audience, see how it happens, see the reactions. Like I could see Zarya getting in there, Cora, Julia, Stephanie. Last Legend's gonna, if they don't let Last Legend like run wild in this Rumble, that's gonna be a disservice.
Well, to be fair, I will say I think that what they just did on Tuesday, though, I think
no, that was great too. Yeah,
I was gonna say I think I was like that's about giving them as big a fucking spotlight as you really can to put them in the ring with two former world champs in the main event.
Yeah,
and then like I said, I think this is where Jade's gonna come back, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Who the fuck later on?
Naomi did it at this point.
All right. Well, like I said on Potters, I think my theory has been it wasn't just Naomi. It was Naomi, Lash, and Jakara.
Oh, so you think? Oh, okay.
I think it was Jade's a big girl. So like that's my theory.
So is Lash though. Lash
exactly.
is,
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm thinking. Like it's going to be some heel Naomi. Like she's remaking her own big three. Like that's a whole thing. That'd be a whole other conversation we get into.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mad at that. Really not. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. All right. So with that said, let's talk about the tag team championship match next. Motor City's own. The Motor City Machine Guns are going to be taking on DIY in a 2 out of 3 falls match. First of all, can I tell you how happy it makes me to see the Motor City Machine Guns in the WWE finally? Like, Jesus. Maybe it's just me, but dude, I've been watching these guys since the Fox Sports Detroit days when TNA was on right after you got out of school. You know what I mean? And so to see them guys in there and to see them in this kind of spot where they're going for the titles on a big pay-per-view like the Rumble, like it just I like seeing them doing their thing.
Yeah.
That said, I think they take the titles off of DIY personally.
I don't because I don't think you can kind of stiff DIY twice with short kind of not title reigns. But it's probably going to be some bullshit in that third fall. So it's not so it doesn't close the door. That's how I look at it. There's going to be some bullshit in the third fall, and that's how DIY retains.
You know what I miss is the old when 2 out of 3 falls used to be the 3 stages of hell.
Man, I'm surprised that has not came back yet.
What you got, Ant?
Whatever you're saying, we can't hear you.
Muted.
You might be muted.
Ant broke it himself.
Nope.
He's broken it.
Still
but he's broke. Corey, what do you think about a 2 out of 3 falls match? Do you remember the Motor City Machine Guns at all? They were on TNA back in the day.
I do like, but very, very, very small amounts, and honestly, it's just because of the name. So, of course, with the Motor City being, still not there, but with them being affiliated, with the name, of
Go out
course,
and come back in
that one. But That being said, no. Ultimately, I don't remember very many details about him.
Well, Ken and I can fill you in. Hot damn it, they've been good for a long time. They were trained by Detroit. At least Alex Shelley was by Detroit's own Truth Martini. You know, like I said, it's great to see them in the spot that they're in, doing what they're doing. I think they can get the dub, but I totally understand what Ken's saying because DIY definitely had a short reign. They had a short reign last time. Ant, are you all right now?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
look
yeah.
at this. Talk.
Sometimes you just gotta jump out, jump back in. I don't even.
Yeah, StreamYard has always been weird like that sometimes. But no, what I was saying was this is gonna probably be the match of the night, you know, like ring work wise, because they're gonna put on a show. And I do see DIY like retaining because in the future I think they're gonna drop the Pretty Deadly. They're building something with that.
What if Pretty Deadly costs them though?
That's how you get to it. Well, they might try to cost them. I think that's where the bullshit in the third fall is going to come into play.
Right. I think they're gonna They're gonna cost Ciampa and them because Ciampa and them just keep talking to him like bums.
Yeah, I think, but it's probably going to backfire. Then that's how you kind of carry that on some more. I mean, because eventually this is probably going to lead to. I think they're going to drag this out till a ladder match of Mania with all the different teams. I think eventually that's where this is going to end up at, and it's just going to be a way to prolong it that much longer. Because the Mania, I think it's going to be DIY, the Guns, Pretty Deadly. Los Garza, they're not Los Garza right now. Are they still Los Garza?
Yeah.
Okay, Los Garza, and then probably throw in somebody else, A-Town Under or somebody.
Street Profits.
Or the Street Profits, yeah, because that's Unsettled Beef. So the Street Profits, there you go. That'd be your Mania tag team ladder match. They've shown that's going to be a thing now.
I mean, those are usually good matches. I guess I'm going to be the odd man out on this one. For anybody that's checking us out, man, let us know who you guys think is going to win. Do you think the Motor City Machine Guns have a chance, or am I just wishful thinking because they're from the mitten? With that said, we got to talk about the match that actually is a ladder match, and that's Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. First of all, before we get to picking winners, if Kevin wins, are we going to keep the Winged Eagle belt?
Just to be a fucking troll, yes.
Yes.
I want him to. I love that belt. So I'm like totally 100% okay with it. But
I feel like he might do. I think I think he's probably going to do a Randy Orton WrestleMania 30th season kind of thing and just two belt it. Just to be the troll.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they haven't tried to take it back from him.
Yeah, because the thing is, they're probably going to, because if he wins, they're going to try to tell him, like, well, you can give it back now.
It's mine. It's mine.
I would rather the Winged Eagle belt if it were me, man. I would rather that Winged Eagle belt. But, all right. Ken, who you got? Is it going to be Kevin or is it going to be Cody?
KO. And this is the turn.
Wow, you think so?
And this is the start of the Cody heel turn. Let me explain.
You think now though? Like you don't think that they make him hold it to WrestleMania?
Nope.
Especially with all the shit, the unfinished business.
So you want my conspiracy theory?
Okay. Go ahead.
Ant's already heard it because on episode 9 of Positive Destiny. But KO's gonna win. The fans are gonna go crazy. Cody's already been showing he's cracking. He's gonna have that moment of I lost. I finished the story. I signed all these fucking autographs. I say an hour after when they're tearing down the ring, kissing these fucking babies, and this motherfucking wins. Do y'all cheer it? No. Fast forward to later in the evening. He lost the title match. He's no longer a champion. He's a regular WWE superstar.
This nigga breaking this shit the fuck down.
3, 2, 1. He gets in the Rumble. Not saying he's going to win it. We'll get to that later. However, you know who the fuck he throws out of the Rumble? The further Smith and heel turn? Who was having their last Rumble? John fucking Cena.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to further. Now he's in crack and throughout Cena. that further can jumpstart the heel turn. And this is when we start on our path for Homelander Cody. And we're going to get Cena and Cody at Mania. That match does not need a title.
All right, Mr. Conspiracy Theory.
I'm just saying.
And what do you got?
Cody gonna retain because Randy Orton's gonna interfere and fuck KO up because Randy Orton's vacation is pretty much over right now. So he's like, yep, back to work.
Yeah.
But I also feel like KO can't keep losing these title matches. He can't. Like he just can't he can't keep losing them. Like he can't.
The last one though, he beat the shit out of Cody and got disqualified.
But that's what I'm saying. But still, like even just going back over the years to Roman and everybody else, he's been losing these title matches.
I'm not saying that he's not due for a win, but with the way that he is losing these by beating the shit out of Cody and getting to keep the belt,
you know.
I mean, like I said, I just can't. The only other path I see is KO wins by DQ because of, like you said,
DQ. It's a ladder match.
Oh, that's right. Shit, yeah, but that part. But I just can't. To me, I just can't see KO losing another match, another title match. I just can't see it.
I think Cody's keeping it because I think that.
And I also think if Randy shows up, Sammy's going to show up.
I just
like that.
I think Cody has to win because I feel like there's too much unfinished business at WrestleMania with the bloodline stuff that's still there. The Rock straight up said he wanted to face Cody. Like, there's too many CM Punk. There's too many there's too many people that are gunning for Cody for him to lose it now.
But that's the thing, though. But my thing is, so many things happening with Cody. A title doesn't have to be involved for it to be a blockbuster match.
It doesn't, but for him to lose the title before he got back to Roman, I think would be like a disservice to all the time you took to like build him up.
But that Roman and Cody shit is not happening for a minute. We're talking way past Mania. That might be.
Who says it's got to be Roman Cody? What if it's Rock and Cody?
I mean, that's got to happen too. Like both those things have to happen.
Exactly, and that's why I think at least for a little while longer.
But that's another thing. Rock and Cody doesn't need to be a title match, and I think that might be. I think if that's a title match at Mania, that's not going to go the way they expected.
I find
that's just my opinion.
I can totally see what you're saying as far as like KO needs to start getting wins. Like there's no two ways to put it.
And he's so good and over. Like him, he could beat. He can carry it. He could be. Now I'll say this too: if he wins, he's dropping it at Mania to somebody. That's gonna happen.
So I'll say this:
I'm not saying he's gonna be a champ for a long ass time. He's here for a good time, not a long time as champion.
So is this how we get KO versus CM Punk?
I still feel like we're not done with CM Punk and Seth yet, though.
That's kind of goes back to like we talked about at the beginning. Like this is why this Royal Rumble is so fucking like
it's unpredictable, man. It's unpredictable.
Well, dude, like I wrote down some of the names. You already
like that meme with the fucking that one guy in the movie.
Well, and that let's not forget, like we're talking about all this stuff with just the ladder match. We haven't even gotten to the Rumble, but dude, when you get to the Rumble, and again, like we've talked about this whole show,
and
like
I'm serious about the Rumble too.
The amount of Jesus God. Well, dude, the thing with the men's Rumble is like literally you got John Cena and it's his final run. You got Roman Reigns, you got CM Punk, you got Drew McIntyre, you got Seth Rollins, you got Jey Uso. I mean, you got all kinds of people, and that's not even including who could come back. Like, I am very interested to see how this Rumble plays out. But if I got to pick one, I think CM Punk's coming back. And I think CM Punk's coming back.
and I got a few ideas as far as who I think could come in it. I think CM Punk wins, but I think we're going to see Joe Hendry. I think we could see Matt Cardona. I think we could see Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler. I think Pat McAfee might be in that bitch again. I think we could see Bad Bunny again. And I think that Kai Cenat guy is going to be in it.
Speed is definitely going to be in it.
One of them are going to get in the Rumble, and they're going to be streaming.
I think they're both
while they're
getting in
the
it because he
fucking
was
Rumble.
talking shit to the other streamer guy.
Yeah, but one of them are going to get in the Rumble, and they're going to be streaming live while they're in the Rumble.
I think that's happening, and I think we could get Jake Paul.
Jake Paul would be fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
Here's
It'd be
why.
ridiculous.
Here's why I say that. Look
It's
at all
gonna-
the
it's probably
people
gonna
that
happen.
WWE is bringing in right now, and they just announced that there's going to be that. They're not fighting each other. It's a TV show or something like that. They're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, as far as wild card like out there as who could show up, I can see it. Who do you guys got?
As far as surprises,
Surprises or who you got to win?
I know Trick Williams coming out. That's gonna happen.
yeah, I think Joe Hendry's probably going to be number one.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
That would be like they did AJ when AJ was number 2 when he first came in.
Like you got like a Joe Hendry, if he comes, he's got to get the whole interest off. We got to do this and everything. Like,
And we all got to.
We got to get that completely. We got to get that completely off. We got to get that.
Or what he can do it in the ring with R-Truth. R-Truth doing the shit with him. You know how fucking hilarious that would be? You know how fucking hilarious that would be, man?
Only problem is though they got to keep him serious with him being a TNA champ right now.
Yeah, but like I said, Joe Hendry's going to be 1 or 2 because you got to let him get all that shit off. He's got to come out. He's got to turn. We got to get all that shit off. We got to get it all off.
He's like, look, we can't have no interruptions and none of that shit.
Yeah, but that's happening, especially now that they confirmed that he's only doing half the Jericho cruise. WrestleCon got him down for a signing.
Oh, he's already
yesterday
announced for that.
Yeah.
So
it's like that's happening. Like I said, Trick from NXT. I can see
Oba Femi.
Oba for sure because the champion's always got to be there. Oba being there. I can see Tony D'Angelo, another one.
That'd be funny.
For some reason, I think because they've really shown a lot of faith in this kid, Javon Evans might fuck around and get in.
But they're still
Ethan
saying
Page,
his jaw's
man.
wired shut though.
Ethan Page.
Hell yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, he got that rock rub, so that could be another one.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with that shit. I've always said for a while that Ethan Page is underrated, so I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah. Now,
I think-
as far as the winner, it's conspiracy theory time again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put on the tinfoil hats.
Look at Corey. He's like, all right.
Let's
hear it.
put them on.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So let's walk you through it. Number 30. 3, 2, 1. Throw them ones up. Is Roman. Rumble commences. 2 minutes go by. All of a sudden, the countdown is back up on the screen. Everybody wonders why. 3, 2, 1. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, and this is how we get here. We've established on camera The Rock and TKO is the thing on screen. We established this. We established on screen that The Rock has told Triple H, I'm your boss. So you put all together, who's going to tell The Rock he can't come into the Royal Rumble? Who's going to literally stop him? Who's going to tell him no? Who's not going to play his music? Who's not going to play the countdown? Nobody. And his sole purpose is to stop Roman from winning. And you know why he's going to stop Roman from winning? Circling more tinfoil hat, guys. You know who else is going to be sitting in the ring with the wise men? Punk. What does Punk have with Heyman? The favor. What does a wise man do? He gets shit done. Somehow
So you think he gets The Rock to do his bidding?
Not necessarily get his bidding, but he puts the wheels in motion somehow to make it to where that happens. That favor is going to get CM Punk the Rumble win. And that's also how you get Rock and Roman at Mania. Kill two birds in one stone.
I'm not mad at it, but I feel like that favor has more something to do with the heavyweight title that's going to be over on Raw. Like either getting him into the Elimination Chamber, which if he wins the title, then he's going to have to go to the main event at WrestleMania.
Punk's winning the Rumble. He's winning that Rumble.
That's who's my pick, but I'm just saying, like, as far as Heyman in the favor, I still don't know how I think that's going to play out. But who do you got, Ant?
Oh man, it's hard. I'm actually down to like, it really is between Cena and Punk, to me.
I don't think it'd be Cena because,
or I got, hold on. What's funny is, let me ask y'all this: does Jacob Fatu make the Rumble, or does he get suspended?
Got to. I think he's got to be in a Rumble.
I would think he has to be.
Yeah, I'm thinking. The reason why I'm saying suspension because what he did on Saturday Night Main Event.
He beat the hell out of Braun Strowman.
He beat the hell out of refs too.
They had people on Twitter saying that they used blood splatter packets. No, he broke my man's nose. That's what happened.
The chair throw was the most hilarious shit ever.
Yo, my man ate that whole chair, like came in hot, just running. What? Just got smoked.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, Jacob Fatu is my pick to win the Rumble, dog. That's my pick. Right
Get the fuck out of here.
Jacob Fatu.
But I don't think Cena can win the
I
Rumble.
just want him to have a run where he just beats the shit out of a lot of people, and I'll be happy.
But I don't think Cena can win because he's advertised for the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's true too.
I was thinking about that. I think I think he could win the Elimination Chamber and that be, like his way to another title. Who do you got, Ant? I'll give my thoughts after.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say Punk, man. Say Punk. It's just I think we're getting Punk and Cody at the Rumble. I mean at the Rumble Mania. I think that's happening at Mania.
Okay, so I too am picking CM Punk. I feel like CM Punk is the best pick for that because we know that whatever that favor is has to do with him getting to the main event of WrestleMania.
Yep.
I don't know if that means Paul Heyman sends like somebody out to like help eliminate somebody to help him. I don't know how that like manifests itself. That I haven't quite I haven't gone as tinfoil hat as Ken did. But I like I said, we all know it's got to do with the main event. I don't know how that integrates itself, but I just feel like CM Punk's got to win. Now, that said, I also said that I thought that it was a good chance that Cena could win or something like that. So for Punk to get that favor to get him to the main event, I could see something happening where he loses, whether that be because like Drew McIntyre screwed him over after he got eliminated or something like that. But if I got to pick one, I'm rolling CM Punk, but I think that we're going to see, I think there's a lot of people we could see in there. What if we saw Josh Alexander over there? All I'm going to say is I hope he comes over with that new badass theme song that he's got.
Yeah, they got to figure out.
I don't care who you are. That theme song is hard, dude.
No, it is. It is. Yeah, like, so let's do this. Who's the final four?
Okay. I would say Cena, Punk, Roman, and I feel like there's got to be one oddball, but I'm not sure on who I think it'll be.
I got Punk, Roman, Hendry, Cena.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. What do you got, Ant?
Cena, Punk, Roman, and Seth.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like Seth as the last one because Seth is kind of like the linchpin between all four of them.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that gets me with that is I still feel like there's more to be had there with Punk and Seth.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Like,
it is.
I just feel like there's more to be had with Punk and Seth, man. And I feel like whether Punk wins this and it goes to the main event or whatever, they're not done yet.
Look, I'll say this. I'll say this. It'll branch off if AJ Lee shows up to the Royal Rumble.
I hope we see her in the Women's Rumble.
Because that shit would branch off between her and Becky.
Yeah, that's something that can pop off in the Women's
That
Rumble.
would be pretty interesting.
Come on,
have like husband and wife versus husband and wife.
Come on,
but
man.
you know, but you know another thing that
here.
But you know another thing that Seth did that kind of brought back in light when he was kind of going through his promo about like how he lost to CM Punk and all this stuff, and then he brought back up Cody. I feel that was for a reason. Like we could end up with Seth could win it, and it'd be Seth and Cody.
And then Seth could finally get his win over Cody by taking that title.
Yeah, because right now Seth's 0-3.
That's not a good one.
And to finally beat Cody at Mania, when Cody beat him at Mania when he came back, kind of puts a little bow on it.
And then you put the big belt on Seth too. The face. This is.
I can see that happening. I mean, that would be good for Seth's sake, man. But something tells me that it's still going to have something to do with the bloodline. Like, I just feel like they're not done with that bloodline thing somehow.
Because Jacob about to have his own bloodline that's going to be terrorizing the whole fucking universe.
About to be a bunch of savages. Him and Tom are going to be running around. Yeah.
I'm telling you, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I hate you, Solo. It's coming. He's gonna kill Solo.
And then Tala, the youngest one, is coming up. And that's gonna be a problem, man.
You mean Hikuleo?
Yeah, but his name's gonna be Tala Tonga, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Tala Tonga. But
yeah, so I just Solo's gonna die pretty soon.
He said Solo's gonna die.
He said Solo's getting beat the fuck up.
Solo's gonna die pretty soon. And he's gonna find his way back to his brothers, and we're gonna have Jacob and them versus the Usos and Solo.
Man, that's gonna be the new Samoan SWAT team right there.
And I hope they use that fucking name. I hope they use that name. Just for the little kid in me. Run it back one more time. Samoan SWAT Team 2.0 or something like that. Run it for me, from my heart. Just do it. Because they were one of my favorite heel tag teams as a kid.
All I know, dude, is like we were saying, the fact that we're that split on what can happen with the winner.
That just goes to show how unpredictable this Rumble
that's what I'm
is.
saying.
And that's what's going to make it so damn good.
Like I say, we need a bunch of pictures in the back with those little red strings doing all of this shit because it all the shit we said makes sense. They're all viable paths.
And that's what I think makes this such a good Royal Rumble, because you literally can watch it and see it go 5-6 different ways.
This is giving me 1992 vibes right now.
Yes, I'm so excited for Saturday. I cannot wait to watch this shit.
Please tell me that doesn't mean you think Ric Flair is going to be a surprise.
I do think Ric Flair is going to be a surprise entry.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I love Ric Flair. Stop it!
But you're going to hear the ghost of Bobby Heenan like, damn it! This is not supposed to happen.
I love Ric Flair, but please stop. I don't want to see him wrestle anymore.
No,
I keep hearing him talk about he wants another match, and I just don't want to see it.
And I'm just like, Unc, let it go. Unc, let it go.
I love Ric Flair, man. Let him party. Let him do what he's going to do.
What up, though? In your last match, you almost died.
Who's your pick for the Royal Rumble, men's and women's? Dude. I love Ric Flair, but I do not want to see him in the Royal Rumble. Please don't even speak that shit into existence, please.
No fucking way he's gonna be in the Rumble.
You don't want to see the old man get thrown over the top rope?
No, I don't.
He might turn to dust before he hit the ground. Man.
No, I don't. I love Ric Flair, but that last match was enough for me.
They have to bring in a crash pad Like he can't hit the floor for real.
Yeah, they better double layer
look,
the one spot.
for all of you that are going to watch this and say, "Oh, he's not a Ric Flair fan," that takes nothing away from Ric Flair to me. Ric Flair is still like the greatest of all time.
This is fucking hilarious.
Yes, we are. We just made our picks for the men's and women's Rumble. We were talking about who some of the people that could be in there and why I was saying, since he said it had 1992 vibes, I said I do not want to see Ric Flair in the Royal Rumble.
Said, no fucking way. He said no fucking way. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. Hell no. Hell no. If that's the case, you might put Hogan in that motherfucker.
Got the liability.
Hey. Now that's a lot more likely. Stop it. They booed that man out of the building the last time he was on the TV.
You think Flair can hit the floor? Hogan will break in the fucking. I don't even know. He'll break into so many racist bones, nigga, if he hit that ground.
And it would be a standing ovation when it happens.
All right, so me and Ant pick CM Punk. Ken, who do you got on that again?
CM Punk with my conspiracy theory.
We all pick CM Punk, but Ken's got a crackhead conspiracy theory that he had his head like super far in a tinfoil hat. But
I have a tinfoil hat, but I'll use this.
Belt's bigger than your head.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Well, with that being said, dude, like I said, I think we get Punk winning the men's Rumble. The women's Rumble, I think, is Charlotte. Although I think Liv Morgan might have something to say about it. But anyway it goes, dude. You know,
I like that.
I'm just saying, John Cena definitely could win the Rumble too. I said that too. But what we were talking about before you came in there, my man, is I think there's a good chance that Mr. Cena could be going up the Elimination Chamber route. But with that being said, we have covered all of the matches. Ken and Ant, let them know where they can find Potters of Destiny, and let them know where they can see this party at, and come kick it with y'all.
Well, you can find us on socials. Search for Potters of Destiny on Facebook, Pods of Destiny on Instagram, and Potters of Destiny on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck it is now. You know.
And also on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you can find your podcast, there.
Potters of fucking Destiny.
We're 10 episodes deep in our 10 episodes deep in our young journey, but we're getting there. A lot more to come. And again, Saturday, DraftKings Sports Social in Troy, right behind Somerset South. Pull up. Royal Rumble starts at 6, so be there at 5:30ish to make sure you got a seat. Before the Rumble, we're recording a live episode of Positive Destiny, so pull up, potentially get on the mic, talk some shit, come win this belt, win a belt, $200, or all three.
You can walk out there a very lucky motherfucker if it come down to it.
Like I was about to say find Corey because he's a good luck charm. Maybe find him before you come.
Right.
Get some JoJo off of him, and then come up here and win all the shit, and then just break him off something. Well,
they would have to be like connecting the dots to do that, because Corey and I are going to be a little busy on Saturday. We are going to be live and in living color. I might pull out the blue velvet blazer for this one, looking like Bobby the Brain in this bitch.
Special fucking occasion, goddamn.
He said the velvet.
Might pull out the blue velvet blazer in this mug this Saturday. We're going to be live for the inaugural event for Legends of Combat 1. The main event is going to be Chase the Militia Keebler versus Colin Anglin, former UFC vet. You also got a couple other good fights on that one. A lot of young bucks getting ready to go in there and bang. Always love to be behind the mic. Shout out to Matt Friendo and Legends of Combat. And then, like I said, I was just covering all the Clarissa Shields stuff this week. You go check that out. We got some highlights from the press conference that are going to be going up tonight. Those will drop tomorrow morning. I've already got Herb reaction to what I said about the new movie, The Fire Inside. And Sunday, if you guys are coming down to Flint for the big fight, come check out your boys at Knockouts and 3 Counts. And if you can't make it, make sure you turn on the Zone and check out that press conference. It's okay. My work knows I'm going to be there. So if you tag me this time, okay. With that being said, it's an okay weekend to be a wrestling fan and an MMA fan, combat sports fan, all the fans. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check us out, ko3c.com. 3, 2, 1. Check us out next week. Peace.